Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Birth Control with Liam, this guy. Today we're talking about the patch. If you haven't seen my other videos, check them out in the playlist. I definitely recommend before you watch this one, go watch the first video in the playlist that talks about how birth control works in our bodies. It's really important we have a baseline knowledge about how birth control works in our bodies before we start talking about birth control, so that you just know what it's going to do, and some of the things I'm talking about will just be much easier to understand if you see that basic first episode. So the patch, this guy. Again, just like with the NuvaRing, you do have to insert this yourself. You don't go to a doctor to have it inserted. You go to your doctor. He gives you a 3-month supply. You put it on, and you change it every week. So once a week, you take this patch and you peel off the sticky back part, and you put it on your body. We say you put it on your body anywhere you do the Macarena, except for your face. So you can put it on your shoulders. You can put it on your upper back. You can put it on your lower back. You can put it on your hips. You can put it on your butt cheeks. Don't put it on your face just because, when we were talking about Depo-Vero, we said that these hormones need to go into fatty tissue to dissolve. And there's not a lot of fatty tissue on your face. B, nobody wants a patch on their face. Also, don't put it on your breasts. Although your breasts do have a lot of fatty tissue a lot of times, birth control on your breasts, directly on them, can affect your mammary glands, which are the glands that produce milk. So don't put it directly on your breasts. Put it at your shoulders, your upper back, your lower back, your butt cheeks, your hips. Once a week, you're going to change this. Keep it to the same day of the week. So, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever day. Change it the same day every week, the same time every week. Set a little reminder on your phone to remind you to do it. Also, you have to rotate it. So, once, first week, second week, third week. Most of my friends who use this form of birth control do continue the same rotation every time, so they remember where they are in the rotation. It's on my back, so that means I'm going to leave it off and have my period next week. Some downsides of this is that it is estrogen based, so it does have some of those side effects that estrogen based hormones have. If you have high blood pressure, you probably shouldn't be taking an estrogen based hormonal birth control. Take a progesterone one instead. If you're over 35, take a progesterone based one instead. Things like that. Another thing, it is sticky. The adhesive. So if you have sensitive skin and you put a Band-Aid on and maybe you get a rash from a Band-Aid or something, maybe this one's not the best one to use because the adhesive could cause irritation to sensitive skin. A lot of people I talk to are worried that it might fall off in the shower. It doesn't. It's really, really sticky, so it adheres to your arm or whatever part of your body you put it on really, really well. I have heard, though, that if you play sports, it is a little bit more likely to fall off. And so because of the difference, when you're showering, the water's coming from outside your body and just washing over it, and so it's really adhesive. But when you're sweating from playing sports, it's coming through your pores, and it gets underneath the patch, and that causes the adhesive to get wet and slide off your body. So if you are playing sports and you notice this isn't sticking very well, definitely recommend not using it. Or not using it during that time of year, because you want a birth control that's gonna, you want it to stick to your skin. If it falls off and you don't notice that it falls off, your hormones could drop below the certain levels, and you can start getting pregnant. So make sure that it's not falling off if you're playing sports. If it is falling off when you're playing sports, check out the NuvaRing, check out birth control pills, IUD. There's tons to choose from. So like I said, you change it every week for 3 weeks. At the end of 4 weeks, you take it off, you leave it off, you have a period type thing. And then you put a new one on. Like all the birth control we've talked about so far, it does not prevent STIs. And a final thing about this one is it only comes in one color, Caucasian. And so, unfortunately, because if you are darker shade color with your skin, it's going to pop on your skin a little bit more. I wish it came in other colors. Humans aren't just one color. We have tons of different shades. So having, just at least a couple more shades of birth control patches would be awesome. But unfortunately, we do not. We only have this one Caucasian color, just like a Band-Aid. Cool. So that is everything about the patch. Next time we are going to talk about the birth control pill, which is probably the most common form of birth control. There's hundreds of them out there. So many people use it. So we'll see you then.